Oh hey, welcome back to the channel. Jeremy here from Long Speed Marine. Today we're going on a bit of an adventure. We're gonna go pick up one of my dream cars that Joanne bought for me for my birthday. So tag along and see what we're going to get. All right, well, unfortunately I wasn't able to do any filming when we were loading it up. There was a bunch of folks that helped me out, but wasn't able to film putting it on, but I really appreciate all the help. We actually got a tractor over there to move some stuff around because there was a car in front of this one. So this is my 1957 Oldsmobile Fiesta Super 88 wagon. It's a factory J2 tri-power car, which means it's got 3 2-barrels on it. The J2 was the code for the option for this. So it's got the higher horsepower motor, probably completely seized, probably not usable, but I'm going to do my best to try and get that motor running. So that's the plan for it. I'll take you in here and show you around. It's really, really rough, but every single one of these I think deserves to be saving if it's possible. There's so few of these wagons around. They really just weren't, you know, admired like a bunch of the other wagons, you know, your 57 Chevys or your Nomads, stuff like that. So there's very, very few of these Fiesta wagons around. And so it just happens that the fellow that I got this from, well, that Joanne got it from, he's actually got 2 of these other than this one. He's got 2 nice ones. He's got a convertible 57 Oldsmobile. He's got a couple hard tops, a 2-door post, and another hard top that I don't know, maybe ending up in my staple, maybe not. But I really got to thank my wife Joanne for going out and getting and securing the deal on this car and a 4-door parts car. I actually tried to buy this car before the fellow that I got it from did, and unfortunately he beat me to it. So he beat me down there, was able to pick it up and get the car. I found out that he was the one that got it. He's a local guy, he's pretty close to me here, and so anyways, I met him at one of the car shows, him driving his. So I knew that he had this car, and I've been just drooling over it the whole time. As rusty as it is, I'm still drooling over it. Anyways, Joanne wanted to surprise me for my birthday. I spoiled the surprise. I kind of figured it out. So we're a few days earlier than my birthday here, going to pick this up, but nonetheless, thank you so much. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe she did this for me. I'm besides myself. It didn't feel real until now that I pulled in the driveway, and now I have this thing home, and I finally got my 57 Oldsmobile wagon. Total dream car. So let me walk you around this thing, show you a little bit about it. It looks worse than it is. It is worse than it is. It's in really rough shape. The worst part about it, it's got virtually no floors and it's got no roof. Well, it's got a roof, but all around the edges is rotten. So I'll show you and we'll point that out. So here we are on the passenger side. So the bumper, it's got all the Oldsmobile in it, the front bumper sort of grill area. So that's kind of nice. The bumper obviously is rusted and pitted, but it matches the rest of the car. All of the trim is with the car. These headlight bezels are nice, both sides. It's got both of the fender emblems on it. So that's kind of nice, or ornaments, or whatever you want to call it. The hood is in the back of my truck. So I do have the hood with the full emblem piece on it, trim piece down the center. So I'll show you here. This is the factory J2 Tri-Power, Oldsmobile 371 J2 Tri-Power, which makes this 300 horsepower. So we're going to try, looks pretty crusty, but we're going to try and see if we can free this thing up and get this motor running the way that it is. Now, the parts car also comes with the motor, but it's locked up as well, I believe. So we're going to do our best. Front fender, this fender is actually the worst out of the front fenders. It's got this bad spot here and then a little bit down here. But actually the body along the side, you can see the rockers aren't all rotted out of it. The doors are completely toast, but again, the four-door car that I've got coming, it has decent doors, so I can try and use some of the bottom of it. I have all the side trim, or should have anyways. If I don't have it here, I know that he's still got the stuff for me and I can go pick it up. So again, these quarter panels are not bad. Maybe a little bit of, Bondo messiness here, but there's not a lot of Bondo in this car. It's all pretty much original. So taillights, we've got all the taillight bezels and everything there. They're pitted too, but matches the rest of the car. I don't have the Oldsmobile for back here, but I believe he's got that for me. And the rear emblem as well, I believe that he has that. The back bumper is marvelous. Not really. The back hatch opens, right? So it's decent. And that's, one of the most important things. This lower tailgate portion, it's a little bit rough on the inside, but it can be fixed up. This little stuff here, this can all be fixed up. Not too bad. So this quarter panel is the worst because unfortunately it's got this crease and dent in it. Again, I can cut that out of the four-door car, but what I may try to do anyways is I'm just going to try and see if I can hammer most of this stuff out, get this as close as possible. The plan for this car is patina car, just sort of leave it patinaed the way that it is. This door's rotten, the driver's door is completely rotten, big dent in the driver's door. Again, I'm going to try and pop that out as best I can, but the rocker panels aren't totally shot on the car. This fender is not bad. Right? There's no major holes in it, no major hole up front either. So, it's got the emblem on it. It's got the trim down the side. So, I mean, it's really complete. So the worst part about it, if I can get up here while it's on the trailer, is this roof line here. So what my plan is to cut that portion. This portion I'll have to make over here. So I'll just have to make a little lip for that, which shouldn't be too bad. This side is really, really bad. So all around the window here, this side's really, really bad. So I'll have to try and make that piece around there. And then this is rough too, right? This is really, really bad. But I will cut this section out of the four-door car and use the roof section out of it. And again, up here, so this is all, I'll have to take the windshield out and use that whole section there. That's really the worst of it, other than the floors. There's some cardboard and stuff in here, but the floors are completely shot. I'm gonna pull everything out of this car, clean it up, and just do a full assessment on it. But the floors, again, on that four-door car are not bad, so I can use big sections from the four-door car to patch most of the floors up in here. And the driver's seat is completely roached. The dash is pretty bad, but it matches the rest of the car, which is kind of neat. I would kind of like to have the interior looking a little bit nicer, so we'll see what we can do to spruce this interior up a little bit. All right, well, once again, that's it. That's my 1957 Fiesta Super 88 Oldsmobile wagon. I'm so happy I'm finally a Tri-5 owner, if you can call me that. I mean, it is still a Tri-5, just of a different flavor from the Chevys. It's an Oldsmobile one. All right, so comment down below. Tell me, am I crazy? Would you save this car? I don't know. This car's probably not as bad as DD Speed Shop's Nomad that he saved, but it's a rare wagon. There's not too many of them around. It's power windows. It's got the J2 300 horsepower tri-power motor. So there's some nice things to it, right? It was a good wagon. Super 88, four-door, hardtop wagon. I mean, it's pretty cool. So I think it's worth saving, just like a Nomad would, any of that kind of stuff. But you comment down below. Am I crazy? Maybe. But tell me what you would do. Anyways, the plan on this thing is to just oil down the motor and see if I can get it freed up and spinning over. I'm still going to be working on the other projects, still going to be working on the Skylark, still going to be working on the Mercury. But in between that, I'll take a little bit of time out to see if I can just play with this a little bit and get it running. And for sure, you guys will see that here on the channel. So hey, thanks very much for subscribing to all my videos, and if you haven't already, please make sure you do. Like, comment, share, all that great stuff. I appreciate you all. Thanks very much, and take care.